I don't
How?
think so. I think because it would be very naive to think that just because you're appointing or elevating women to positions of status and authority, even ones as great as like political authority, secretaries, etc., that means and you're like presupposing that those women in those positions of power being appointed are fine with the social
Oh,
equality of
damn,
women,
those
are
sexist
feminists,
misogynists
etc.
always empowering women. That's like a contradiction in terms.
I don't think so. I think
Totally
they're
it's a contradiction in
empowering
terms.
women that have very rigid ideas of what womanhood and what women ought to be doing with their lives. And in those
Which
ways,
is what? Girl bossing in the administration, the most powerful positions in the world? Those damn misogynists?
Do you think that it's mutually exclusive that you could be sexist but also appoint a lot of women to positions of power?
I think that it's logically possible, but practically improbable.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So do you agree with me that Superman's logically possible,
Yes.
but practically impossible?
Correct.
Okay, great. Glad we got that cleared up.
Yeah.
So sometimes it takes me a while to form my argument. So I do want to go back to your the voting thing, because I do believe that any policies that consider children first will be fundamentally good for all of society. So if the people that are voting for those policies have a vested interest in the continuation of our country as a free democratic republic, if they consider the children first, I think that's good for everybody. So that would kind of be my argument for that. And then you asked me about his administration being women. I didn't say women can't work. I didn't say they will only be fulfilled by a family. Like I said, I am single. I don't have a family. I just think for the most part, for most women, the lie that they were sold. And I guarantee you, if you ask any of these women in the administration, if they were asked to give up their job to put their family first, they would. I know Caroline Levitt would.
She's probably the worst example you could have picked. She
Right.
she had her baby and then declined to have a maternity leave. I think after like maybe 2-3 days after giving birth, she was right back on the job because she said it was her duty to do this because Donald Trump had faced, I can't remember if it was 1 or 2 assassination attempts at that time, but that's an example of a working woman that actually put her motherly duties secondary to her professional life and her
But she's
career.
also working for someone that she sees that is going to secure the future for her child.
Yeah, but
So
it doesn't change
possibly,
the fact that she is prioritizing girl bossing it up and going to work and her
you don't know what's in
professional
her head,
attainment.
though. You don't
No,
know
but
what's
I
you
can
don't
draw
know why.
inferences based
Well,
off
you're
what
drawing
she's
inferences,
saying.
but you don't know why she's doing what she's doing. I bet if you asked her, she would say, "I want to secure a future for my child that isn't going to tell me that my daughter can become a boy." And it's temporary.
I'm sure
Her
that's
job is
her
only 3 more
cope answer,
years.
Yeah, I'm sure that's her cope answer. I do think regardless
job
of her,
is 3
her
years.
subjective intent, when you analyze the effect that she's having on the world, her actions, she's putting herself first over her domestic duties of being a mother when she could have taken that maternity leave. She could have done that, but she chose to
Didn't you say
get ahead in her
earlier?
career.
Didn't you say earlier that you have to, by necessity, have a 2-income household?